Alright, I'm doing a computer build. Trying to put it on YouTube. If you're watching this video, then my recording was successful. But this is the motherboard I'm using. MSI X670E Tomahawk Wi-Fi. I got my power supply out for grounding, and I'm going to flash the BIOS. Processor we'll be using is the 9800X3D. The RAM, 32 gigs for a total of 64. DDR5 6000 CL30, I think is what that says. Expo ready. G-Skill Flare X. And 990 Pro 2 gigabyte or terabyte, 2 terabyte. And then a 500 for just storage. And of course I got my thermal paste, some fans, Ventus X3 OC, MSI 5090, RTX 5090, some extra fans. There's my case. It's going to be fish tank style, tipper glass on the front and the side. So I'll show you that when I get to that stage. And I got a cooler right here. Phantom Spirit 120 SE Thermaltake. The case is I think it's a Thermaltake. I'll say the name of that when we get to that. I don't remember exactly offhand. So first thing first, I'm going to download the latest BIOS. I think that's it right there. Put it on a thumb drive, get the motherboard out of the box, get it hooked up, and flash the BIOS. Okay, now I have my 24 pin connected. It connected easily. I got one CPU connector connected. I got my USB in the designated BIOS flash port. And now I'm ready to power on the power supply and see what happens. Now I'm going to push the BIOS flash button. Fan is spinning. We got some lights over there, and we got some flashing right there. So I guess we will wait about 5 minutes and see what happens. Probably won't have you along with me for the entire 5 minutes. But I'll keep you updated. Okay, this light is been flashing the entire time, and now this light has started flashing, so I thought I would give you an update. The rest of the board is not making any sound whatsoever, but I got these lights over here. I think my last board had a fan over here that was spinning up when I was doing this. So we'll just let this run for a little while longer and I'll come back to you. All right, this is a key moment here. Get the little triangle there. Don't be using that to spread peanut butter on your sandwich or nothing. Hope that's right. I like how the motherboard shows you where you're going to put your DIMMs. You used to have to look in the manual for that, but now it's right there. So 2 and 4, which they're calling it 2 and 2, but whatever. That's where they go. Alright, now I don't think I'm going to put the cooler on yet. I can start working on the M.2s. Now I'm ready to put my 2 terabyte 990 Pro right here, closest to the CPU. I think I got that in there. And then we'll remove this sticker and then put the heatsink back on. And I think I'm not going to install this one until after I get Windows installed, just to be safe. Okay, now I think I'm ready to drop the motherboard in. Make sure you got your 9 standoffs clear. Make sure there's no loose screws down here. I got my 9 screws right there. It's going to be a little tricky here. It's hard to see in here. Obviously, you know your I/O goes over here. fit. Line this fan here. I think that's it right there. Yep, the I/O looks good. I see that bolt hole is lined up. This one's lined up. Yep, they're all lined up. It was very tricky. This fan is literally right on top of that. That was the hardest part. And this wire. So let me get the 9 screws in and then start figuring out at least where I'm gonna start plugging in some of my fans. Now I think I got all these holes lined up. Could start screwing them down. I like to start them all before I tighten any of them down. So let's just start in the middle. And we'll go to the bottom. This is where a long screwdriver is handy. Now the top. This is where a magnetic screwdriver is handy. Alright, now this one I can go ahead and tighten down and then snug up the rest. You don't have to get these very tight. As soon as they touch bottom, snug them enough that they're not going to come loose. There we go. Okay, now start putting some fans in. Figure out where they're going to plug in. Okay, this is a midpoint update. I got all the fans in. So I'm going to have a total of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fans. And the CPU cooler will make 10 total. So right now I'm I got the 24 pin on, and I think that's the USB-C. There's my USB ports on the front or on the top of the case. J audio, fans, and now I'm working on cable management. I'm not done yet, but I'm trying to keep these. There's a lot of wires right behind these fans, so I know that these are going to block some of the wind and get dusty. And then I haven't got the power supply in yet, but one key tip would be to plug in your CPU power before you put these fans in, and then just run your wire back here. I got mine routed over through here, so next I'm going to put the CPU cooler, probably, or maybe I'll do the power supply next. I'll do the power supply and then the CPU cooler. Now I got my brackets on. Got my thermal paste. I'm going to try to do sort of a hybrid of the dot and the spread method. Try to do this so you can see what I'm doing. I'm making a pretty good mess of this. Try to get each one of those corners. There we go. That looks pretty good. Now we'll get one in the middle. That looks like it should do it. Peel off the sticker. Decide if your cooler needs to go in one direction or the other. Grab a screwdriver and see if you're started, and then evenly do it on both sides. I don't think we're not on this side. Oh, I think we're going down now. Try to keep it even. Getting that fan plugged in could be a little tricky. Oh, I think we hit bottom on that side, and we're on bottom on that side. So now I will try to get the fan plugged in and the fans installed. Now we got the most expensive piece, the GPU, and yeah, this is going to be difficult. You're hitting this wire right here, the GPU wire. Get that out of the way. Well, that kind of snapped in. I think we are in. Yeah, this GPU wire, it was sitting between that and the fan at first, and now I think I got it. See, we're pretty much lined up over here. Still not sure where I'm going to put that anti-sag bracket, because it obviously probably shouldn't sit on one of those. And then there's a fan right here. I don't know if you can see that fan. So it's going to have to sit in here somewhere. So I'll figure that out here in a second. So let me fasten this down. I don't want to hold that with my thumb while I tighten that down. Okay, I found a minor problem, and you can't build a computer without running into something exactly like this. And the problem is, well, see, first of all, once I get this set up right, I can pull this wire down through that hole a little bit to get this off of the fan. As it's sitting right now, it's sitting right there where it's not touching the fan, but I'm going to pull that through and probably get it off of the fan altogether. But the issue is this anti-sag bracket that came with my video card. It's magnetic on the bottom, which I really like that. It doesn't fit in there. And you can see that I'm pretty much limited to setting it right here on this corner somewhere, because obviously you can't hit the fan, and I can't, well, there's just not enough clearance there. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet. So what I'm either going to do is remove this fan, and then I'll have enough room in there to get it right here. Or wrap a black wire right here and run it up to here, or through one of these holes and then string it tight so that when I lift it up and let gravity hit this, it won't start to let it sag. So that's what I'm gonna figure out right now, and I wanted to show you that, to show you issues you might run into when you build a computer. Now, also, I could have ran these wires a little better. There's no RGB in here, although I am going to have tempered glass here and here. So, I mean, this is going to be visible. And I probably could have hidden these wires a little better, but as they are right now, they're nice and tight all the way to the fan header. So, I kind of like them like that. So, I'm not going to pull these out and twist them and try to find a way to run the wires back behind the motherboard or anything. Or at least I don't think I am. It wouldn't be too difficult. So that's what I'm going to do, and now once I figure out that, I'm ready to post it. Okay, it's officially done. I forgot to mention near the beginning of the video the exact case it is. It's a Thermaltake View 270 Plus TGA RGB. I did not plug in the RGB fans, so there's no RGB in this at all. I haven't powered it on yet, so this is done before the power on. And there was plastic film on the inside of each of these panels, and now since I removed them and I got no fingerprints on the inside yet, I'm now going to remove the outside. I didn't expect that to be a problem. Okay, so I don't know how much you'll be able to see in there through the reflection. That's my old computer. So now I'm going to post and then install Windows. Turn on the Expo, you know, the normal stuff. And I ended up taking that fan out and putting the anti-sag bracket in there, because that card is pretty heavy. All right, well, that's for this build. All right, this is the actual first power on. I'll have to hit the delete key, I guess, to go into the BIOS. So this is a very tense moment for me. I'm gonna feel for the switch. Okay, so now the switch has to be on, and here goes nothing. It's very quiet. It looks like it's coming on. I wasn't expecting any RGB. Oh, I saw something on the screen. Yes, it works. Oh my God. First try. I got video, and that's plugged into the GPU. So let's go in and I guess turn on the Expo, find out where it's going to boot from. So I don't know if it's going to try the hard drive first and then look for a disk and then go to a USB. I definitely don't have, I got my, this should be a Windows 11 install media. So it works. My first post. I'll be gaming in no time.